thought.
Welcome to the live stream. It's going to be epic.
This video is going to be epic. And now your mama knows. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. All right, subscribe. Come on, man. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'm a small YouTuber, but I got so much content. The most important thing about the channel is it's... All right, that's not right. The most important thing about the channel is it's a everything channel. So make sure you check out all of the playlists. I have product review videos, vlogging, movie reviews. I'm just gonna look up and say how-to videos, and then real quick, how-to. Oh, maybe I'm forgetting how I shoot. All right, ready? How-to videos. What is the devil? How-to videos and gaming videos. I make videos called Trash Talk 101 where, well, you guessed it, I talk trash or rebuttal back to someone who talked trash to me. Like I made a video responding to the Nerf Report and Angry Joe. Remember, I'm going to say shows and podcasts. All right, you got it? Mm-hmm. Shows and podcasts.
Oh, wait,
no, you're not supposed to say it.
You're showing the pillow. Okay.
We don't have to do the head thing if y'all can't do it, all right?
Okay, just do it. No.
Yeah.
And then put a little, There you go. Whip that name. Shows and podcasts. And more! And also, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can be added into the new subscribers thank you videos where I make a skit and I post everybody name up on the screen who subscribed to the channel in an individual month. You gotta see videos like the March subscribers video where I was dancing. The July video I had my cute granddaughter saying thank you. Or even the video where I smashed my 84-inch TV as I said thank you to everyone who subscribed. Make sure you go to my playlist because the playlist is where you can see all the different videos I have. I have over 1,000 videos, over 50-something playlists, and every single video on my channel is assigned to a playlist. I want to thank everyone who ever came to the channel and watched a single second of any video. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more content. And with that said, and now your mama knows. And now your mama knows. What's going on, guys? This is the Cowboy King of Entertainment. I'm back with another video, another live stream, and got a couple things to talk about today. I feel like so I've been gone last week. I couldn't do the podcast. I was out enjoying my life. It was my 11th year wedding anniversary, and we was out in Tampa living it up. Went to Clearwater, blah blah blah. The video's out there. Make sure you guys check it out. Actually put the video out there for all of the channel members, so you guys were able to see it first, but now it's out there for everybody. So missed last week, but I feel like there wasn't much news, right? So I'm here today, and we're gonna get into the Steam Machine is the price was released, and you know the world's falling. Then we're gonna get into there's a conversation where the Xbox is pretty much saying that they will or they won't have exclusives. And then the PlayStation was saying they will, but they won't have exclusives. So it's they both seemed like they kind of contradicted themselves in what they were saying. So, just something we'll get into as well. I feel like I don't have much. So this is one of those moments where I just want to kind of see what you guys are doing, and let's see where we go with our conversations. Remember, this isn't just limited to video games. We can talk about anything. So with that being said, if you're new to the channel, I'm your host, the Cowboy King of Entertainment. I do 5 types of content: gaming, vlogging, podcast, movie reviews, and product reviews. So there's that. I've been vlogging my life since 2011. Every birthday, Christmas, Valentine's Day is on this channel. Even my honeymoon in Mexico swimming with sharks. So with that being said, we're definitely going to get into it. Let me get a little pump real quick. But yeah, guys, looking forward to the show. This is one of my most fun pieces of content, just because it's kind of like a social hour for me, just chatting with you guys. I never know who's going to pop in and, join the conversation. And I never really know where the conversation is going to go. So that's kind of cool as well. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to grab a chair. I hope you guys grab a chair. And let's get this party started. All right. So one of the really cool things happened to me, guys, was my daughters showed up on Wednesday night. So as you know, I moved from New Jersey to Florida about a year ago, and it was cool. I was just chilling, doing We Wrestle Wednesdays, and out of nowhere, the door opens. I look at my wife, and then my oldest daughter, my youngest daughter, and my granddaughter, and my oldest daughter, brother and sister on their mom's side, they all popped in, and I'm like, and they showed up to surprise me and be around for Father's Day. So it was like the best Father's Day. We had so much fun. We was in the ocean. Like we just had a blast for those 4 days they was visiting. So I will work on that video at some point. I feel like I'm getting in a lazy mode. Like I've been enjoying life, guys. Live in Florida, fun in the sun, kicking back. But I gotta, get back on my content. I got so many videos I've recorded, so I need to just edit and put them out for you guys. And I also do want to do a first impression stream for Miss Fall. So I seen a video and it was like, oh, new game on PlayStation, Xbox, PC, where it's like, look like it's an action adventure RPG type game, and it looks kind of cool. So it's free to play as well. So I want to check that out. I think the beta's out, so maybe I might do that after the show. I don't feel that today's show is going to go that long, but there's that. So let's jump on to this. First things first. Let's see. Let me open up my Discord. Why I got my Discord open twice. I got it on the app, but I like to just kind of open it up in the web browser, to be honest. So let's open up the web browser. Also, it is raining. Really, I don't want to say it's really hard, but it's raining. So if anything's going a little sluggish on my side, it might be because of that. So let's pull this up first. Get this out the way. Or rather just pull up a picture. And let's talk about it. So what do you want to talk about? Let's talk. All right, so check this out. Let's get into this. So the Steam Machine. So Steam Machine prices are out. Here's a question. Do they have a date that the machine is coming out? People are worried about the price more than the date. But I guess, yeah, I mean, you got to have the money to spend it. So it don't matter when it comes out. But so for the 512 gigabytes without a controller. So I remember a little while ago, it was Cubini was saying, what if they made consoles come out without controllers so they could save money? And I kind of get that. But I feel like, man, what's the day and age when we don't get a controller? That's kind of wild. So, yeah, Steam Machine will have a lower entry without a controller. And it's still $1,000. Over $1,000. So that is kind of wild. I'm looking at my screen on my phone, and it looked like it's just like lagging. So let me do this. I don't know if it's my internet, but let me turn off my internet and use my mobile data. And I want to see. You guys let me know if there's any issue. And he went on and on and on how I should buy one. And I was like, I don't really put nothing in my car, so it doesn't really matter to me. And he went on and on and on. So I got one. And the crazy thing is it took a long time for me to get it, right, in the mail. And they ended up sending me the one for the wrong car. I had to send it back, wait even longer. I feel like destiny and fate was telling me, don't get this thing. So I finally get it, take it to my mechanic that I met through him. My guy, Jeff, we're still cool to this day. And my damn car set on fire because I installed this thing. So that's a crazy story. And I'm talking about big fire. Like, I'm talking about my car was done. Like, hold on, let me see something. If I rewind this and try to watch it, am I able to? Or RPG type game, and it looks kind of cool. So it's free to play as well. So I want to check that out. I think the beta's out. So maybe I might do that after the show. I don't feel that today's show is gonna go that long. It's still moving, but just checking. So let's jump on to this. First things first. Let's see. Let me open up my Discord. Well, I got my Discord open twice. I got it on the app, but I like to just kind of open it up in the web browser. Okay, I'm just checking. So let's open up the web browser. Also, it is raining. So looks like it's fine, but for me, what if they made consoles come out without controllers? So it's definitely lagging when it's up to date. So that's a crazy story, and I'm talking about big fire. Like, I'm talking about my car was done. Like, are you guys let me know if you have an issue watching? Web browser. Also, it is. He said, I'm not getting the machine. LOL. No point in it. Dodgeman, let me know if this is lagging for you. I got a lot of rain over here, and so my phone, it keeps loading, but I don't know if it's the same thing is happening to you guys. Anyway, so let me finish my story. So I get the Tornado Vortex, right? I have it installed in my car. I'm driving down the street, and I'm like, I don't know, in my 20s, right? I see these girls walking down the street. So I literally turn my car real quick because I was going to go try to holler at them, right? Turn my car, pull in the alleyway. I look like this trying to reverse. And when I turn back, I see a lot of smoke. And it's not like, oh, it's a little bit of gas, you know, maybe, some oil got on the engine or something. It's flames. I jump out the car. Unfortunately, when I jump out the car, my car is like blocking somebody else's car in, and the fire is just coming. I call the fire department. They're like, at the time I lived in Trenton, but it's like the border of where I was at is Layler Street, where it's like this side or Liberty. This side is Trenton. This side is Hamilton. I call the fire department. They're like, no, you're in Hamilton. You got to call them. I call Hamilton. No, you're in Trenton. You got to call them. I'm like, oh my God, my car is on fire. And, he was a really good friend of mine, and definitely going to miss him. And, may he rest in peace. He said, yeah, it's happening on my end. So happening on my end too, where it just keeps loading. Okay, let me do this. Let me refresh it. So hold on. Hopefully this might make a difference. Yeah, I think this storm is just not good. All right. So hopefully that made it better. So that's my guy Walter. I wanted to talk about him, but now let's get back to the Steam issue. Actually, you know what's funny? Let's do this just for the heck of it. Let's do a legit. Hold up. Let's do this. Let's do a legit topic.
Topic switch.
All right, so let's bring this back up. The Steam Machine. I hope everybody's not having the problem I'm having on my end, but Dodgeman said he is, so maybe this stream might be screwed for tonight because I have a storm going on, and I think the storm might be messing up everything. Let me see if I Lizard said the Steam Machine is trash. Yeah, I mean, so again, let's get into it. So 512 gigabytes without a controller is $1,049. So if you step it up and get the bundle with a controller with the 5 gigs, it's $1,128. And if you step it up again, here, let me see something real quick, guys. I'm only going to be on here. You know what? We're going to rock like that. Which is funny that it's looking like that because I got my phone sideways. So that is actually weird. So anyway, the Steam Machine, I don't think I have a way to, I should put it on my tripod, but I'm just going to rock like this. Man, the thunder is loud. All right, so let me know if you guys if the buffering change now that I went like this. I'm assuming it's my internet. What I could do is I could just restart my router. But yeah, let me know if you guys how it's looking like this. Let me go on YouTube to make sure it's still working. Sorry about that, guys. It's like a crazy storm. Lightning is like super loud. Okay. Oh yeah. I think it's definitely my Wi-Fi. Okay, so if I take it. Make sure it's still. All right, let me know if we in there like swimwear. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. All right, so I think this might be fine. Right? I don't see it buffering. So my mobile data seems like this might be all right. Let me know if it's all right for you guys. Because I'm watching it on YouTube and it looked like it's not having an issue. Jenna Hayes, listen, this storm is crazy. I should go out there and run around and Jenna Hayes, listen, this storm is crazy. I should go out. My Wi-Fi sucking. Jeez. All right, maybe a stream isn't meant to be today, man. You know, I was told by some people when I moved to Florida was going to be wild. So maybe they was right. All right. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to think outside the box. Thinking if I should restart my router. Here, let me turn my phone like this. Yeah, this is wild. I'm gonna try to put my Wi-Fi back on, see what happens. But might have to call it a day. Appreciate you guys popping in. This is crazy that I returned after missing last week, and then I have some issues. So I think this might be fine. Yeah, and I'm like super delayed. It's crazy. I don't see it buffering. So I'm open that. All right. Anyway, so say super expensive because that is some crazy prices. And my question is who is this for? So I originally felt that the Steam machine was for console players, right? If you could get the power of a PC and the convenience of a console, then you kind of, blurry the lines, right? Like, okay, cool. Now I got a reason to, be in the PC world. But then you find out it's weaker than a console, costs a lot more than a console. So it's almost like, what really is the point of this machine? So now I'm like, okay, I always felt, why would a PC person get one of these things when they probably got a more powerful PC already? But now I'm like, okay, wait. I don't even think the PC people would want it still. And now I don't think the console people will want it. So who's going to be buying this thing is the question. That's crazy. So I think the buffering kind of stopped. It doesn't seem like it's lightning outside anymore. So let me do this. Let me restart my computer. I'm going to restart my computer and then I'm going to fire it back up. But yes, I mean, what do you guys think? Like, I feel like, do you guys know anybody that's legitimately like, I want a Steam machine? This is for me. Like, is there anybody out there that you like, yo, this is gonna be my thing? I'm assuming that, for some people who have a large Steam library, then that's gonna be cool, right? Because you still could just, have all your Steam games go over. And maybe if you have a weaker PC, here's the thing. Everybody's always talking about the top cards. But if we really look at it, the percentage of people who have these top cards are very small. So that means there's so many weaker cards out there. And so maybe this might be for some people who they're not able to get these, they don't have a stronger machine. So that could be a possibility. All right, I'm gonna fire this back up and I'm gonna see how we looking. All right, so hold up. Bam. Bam. All right, I'm gonna exit out of that. Let's exit out of that too. Let's pull up the stream. Yeah, it seems like the YouTube is just running slow for me. Look like YouTube, I didn't have any problems with buffering. All right, let me pull back up Discord. Close out that Discord. Open up this Discord. Sorry about that, guys. Maybe the storm is over. But it was like, you heard a real big, loud lightning outside. It was wild. All right, so let me see. So anyways, so yeah, the Steam Machine. Now let's look at, they got a 2 terabyte without controllers, without a controller for $13.49, right? And then you could get the 2 terabyte with a controller for $14.28. Me personally, I gotta have the top thing. I would rather the 2 terabytes, and I would rather get the controller if the controller is cool. Maybe people got to use the controller, because the controller went on sale already, right? There's already people that bought that controller. So maybe some people, that's why they're giving you the option, because you might already have bought that controller and maybe you don't want another one. So, I mean, that is a possibility as well. Let me make sure everything's good on my end, like my microphone. All right. Got it. My camera. Got it. So, so that is, you know, one thing with the Steam Machine. Honestly, I don't have any plans or on getting it at all. I love, you know, where I play games at, which is the PlayStation 5 Pro. And again, I'm big on access. You know, I'm a beat this like a dead horse, but access is my thing. And I love the fact that you know, on the PlayStation 5, most of the big games you see a trailer for, they usually come to PlayStation. So I like the access. I think the thing with this is, as it was explained to me by PC people, is that you might not have access to as many games, because this is kind of like Linux, how Linux is, where there's a bunch of games that you can't play. And these are some big games like Call of Duty and Battlefield and stuff like that. And then another thing is, you don't know what games are coming. Stream seems okay now. All right, thanks, Lizard. I appreciate it. You don't know what game, like, let's say you buy this thing, you invest, right? And I'm not saying it's the end of the world on how much it costs, because I'm going to get into what I think about consoles, but consoles and PC as far as gaming, right? But let's say you invest, right? You spend the $14.28, right? You're like, whatever, I'm buying the top thing, I'm getting a controller. And let's say you watch the Game of the Year awards, right? Let's just say, just follow me. And this really cool looking game comes out. It don't show logos, and you're like, bro, I'm getting that game. And then 2027, let's say May 2027, right? This game comes out and it can't be played on the Steam Machine. I couldn't do that to myself, knowing from the beginning that this machine will not be able to play everything because of the you know, the anti-cheat software and stuff like that. That's more important to me. Like, because I think whatever you really want in life, and this is where I'm going to get on my little thing, I think whatever you want in life, you will pay for if you really want it. For instance, my phone. Samsung's been talking about this phone for years, and they finally came out with it. This is the Galaxy Z Trifold. It is a phone that turns into a 10-inch tablet. All right. I love it, but this phone was $3,000. So who am I to tell somebody not to spend $1,400 on a gaming console or a gaming PC or whatever you want to call this thing? I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money. What I'm going to do is tell you what I would spend my money on and why, right? I don't want to advocate for good purchases. One, I'm not even into PC, so I couldn't tell you. Maybe your library is so massive and you got an older PC and you just want a gaming PC and this thing is supposed to be super small. Maybe this makes sense. So I'm not going to tell you don't spend your money. But what I will tell you is access is my number one reason for being on PlayStation. And that means a lot to me. So I do see the future, though. I think these developers, they got us. They found a way to go from $500 to into the thousands of dollars, because I just don't see, if a PlayStation 5 Pro costs $900, if a regular PlayStation 5 costs $600 something, if a Nintendo Switch is in the $500, right? If this mini PC or whatever you want to call it is $1,400, if handheld PCs are in the thousands of dollars, I don't see them backing down. Like, I know they got the reasons, oh, it's a chip shortage and it's AI and they got all these reasons and tariffs and this and that. But I just don't see, now they found a way to charge us more. I don't see them letting go of it. They're going to come up with some type of reason, well, the shareholders, and because it was that expensive before, it's got to stay that expensive now because we need to make up revenue, lost revenue. So me personally, I will be shocked if a PlayStation 6 come out and it's not $1,000. I can't see a world where a PlayStation 6 will cost less than a PlayStation 5 Pro. And it's supposed to be more, up-to-date technology and can do more. I just don't see that happening. So I think we're screwed, guys. And I think from here on out, man, we're going to be getting $1,000 consoles. Look at already Xbox is talking about Helix. And, Helix, it is already 5 times more the cost now. And, yeah, I think we're screwed as far as things being expensive. So either I think this will price some people out of gaming. Some people might be like, you know what? Then maybe gaming isn't for me and I'm done. Maybe you was on the border of you didn't really care about gaming. Maybe gaming wasn't as cool as it used to be. Maybe there's no games you like. Then you might be out of gaming. Then some people might be like, dude, I want the cheapest entry to gaming. And they might just start doing mobile gaming because mobile games are getting really cool. They might start doing cloud gaming because cloud gaming is probably the most inexpensive way you could get into gaming because you're not forking out that money for the hardware. So I think that's where gaming might go. And I remember a year or two, we were all having this conversation about, is gaming a luxury hobby? I said it isn't. I remember, who said it was? I think Purple Haze said it was. I said it wasn't. I think Doc said it wasn't. Well, I just know I said it wasn't, right? And here we are. And man, if a console is $1,000, I think that kind of is luxury, So you never know. Unless you care about size, just buy a pre-built from Costco and smoke the steam machine. Well, that's the thing. When they were saying they were looking into its performance, they said the performance wasn't that good. So that's what's crazy, right? You get this thing and it's not going to perform as good. Like, let me see if I could find in the Discord, there was a sorry about that. Somebody posted a video and I was watching some of it. I think it was from Lino's Tech, or let me see. I don't watch all of them dudes, so let me try to find it. And I was watching it and he was talking about the performance. Oh, it's this dude. Hold on. No, I'll watch it here. How can I watch it here? There we go. Okay, let me try to find it. All right, hold on. Let me unmute it.
Maybe, because no.
we were introduced to the prices yesterday.
Oh, let me
Who's right?
find
Because and we're gonna
where he was talking about
hooking this one up. Now, if you're somebody who's constantly traveling, gaming,
I gotta get past his
multiple devices at once too, and this one
his
will do
promotions
today's
or his
video,
things he was promoting.
which I like. Like people that say okay PlayStation fanboy, in my opinion, which I believe is $600 right now. It's better than the base PlayStation 5. Maybe the comparison should have been a place. Got some games here that are showcased. Let's take a look at this game here.
All right, so check this out.
46 frames per second for the Steam machine, 50 for the PS5 in performance mode. Matched settings, meaning that like graphical settings and stuff are the same. Now there's a little bit of a win here, and then it goes right back. And then Alan Wake 2, we got 52 frames per second in performance mode, 48 on the Steam machine.
But if I'm being honest, I feel like 48 to 52 isn't that big of a deal. Like, I'm not crying over that, but I think the point is it's a lot more expensive and it's less.
Once again, the Steam machine is $1,100 dues. The base PlayStation 5 is $600. Moving right along here, we have some more stuff, and I'll have a link to the full Digital Foundry video. We have Crimson Desert here hitting 58 frames per second versus 49 frames per second. $1,100 versus $600. Like I said, I will have a link to the full Digital Foundry videos.
Well, technically, the PlayStation 5 Pro is not $600. So
you guys can go watch it. And then, it dips a little bit on the PlayStation 5, but it also dips on the Steam machine. So that's not good. We're in 40. You just do a locked 40 or something. Now here, we have match settings at a lower resolution than what's running on the PlayStation 5, because I believe the PlayStation 5 is running this at 4K 60. And when you run it at 4K 60 on the Steam machine, this is, I'm assuming, Forza Horizon 5. It looks like Forza Horizon 5.
So yeah, I mean, there's that, right? Let me get back to the chat. Okay. Let me see. Yo, what's going on, my man Duncan? How you been? I heard this is the Cat Appreciation Society. Oh, man. Tell me about it. What's up, Ron? Wait. Let's acknowledge my man, Ron Slusher. Hold on. We got to do my man, Ron, right. Put your ones up and acknowledge Ron. Let's go. Let me see. Hey, Duncan, I hope you're doing good, man. It's good to talk to you. I'm glad you're still around. And I got to come check out your channel, man. I'll pop in from time to time. So I hope you guys are doing good, man. It's been a long time. I miss the old days, man. I'm not gonna lie, the old Stadia days, all the crazy stuff. That's when content creation was great. Like, everybody was a cowboy. Everybody was like, it's the Wild West. It's not the same, man. And I knew it. I knew it because we were in a small bubble, and I knew that one day, when you get into the PlayStation and Xbox of things, it's too big and too broad. And now PC, like, it doesn't have that homey feeling where, like, I felt like you were down the street from me, and everybody watched everybody content, and everybody was like just ingrained with everybody. It was a legit community feeling. That's definitely gone now, unfortunately. Let me see. Where is the outcry? Now, I think some people have been kind of critical. Look at King Thrash video. He went in. They dragged the PS5 Pro through the mud, but it's all damage control for the GameCube. The GameCube. Yeah, man. It's not the same, man. Dude, remember we had our show? I forgot what it was called, but it was cool that I was the PlayStation guy. Sorry. I was the Stadia guy. You was the anti-Stadia guy. And we did a show together, and I kept it under wraps. And I was like, I just want the community to flip out when they see you and me on the screen at the same time covering news. And it was wild. So good stuff, man. Good stuff, bro. I appreciate you popping in, man. You just give me that just reminded me of the old days, man. We was living it up. It was a dream. And you'll never get that again. You'll never get that again in content creation and gaming, because I can't see a brand new platform coming out and you have so many people backing it and then you have a bunch of other platforms come out around the same time. Like, it was the golden age, and maybe in the future there'll be like the AI wars, right? You'll have like I don't know. I just don't know. But Duncan, thanks for popping in, man. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you so much. Good times, man. I thank you for all the content you put out. Even Bash and Stadia, you kept things lively, man. You made this community heart pump and race, and can't get that again, man. Can't get it again. All right, so shout out to the Cloud Gaming Extreme. Shout out to CGX, but shout out to oh man, hold up, I'm trying to get your name right. Chance of Cloudy Games. Shout out to them, my man Duncan and the gang. I still talk to Maker of Chaos all the time. Talk to Paul every so often. Anyway, so yeah, this is this. Let's see a little bit more.
You have 49 frames, but you get 60 if you make it 1620p as opposed to the 4K that the PlayStation 5, the base PlayStation 5 is running. Okay, you know, just now we're dipping a little bit. You know, it's only one frame, but 44 versus.
Okay, so he is comparing.
Look,
I'm sorry, he is comparing the PlayStation 5 normal. I thought he was doing a PlayStation 5 Pro because that's performance mode.
I am cool with going to be $500.
All right, so it looked like he just
and it's $400 cheap. 39.
going over more.
39. Insanity. PlayStation 5. You probably have a PlayStation 5 and a PC.
All right, anyway, make sure you guys watch this video. I thought it was pretty interesting. I'm not gonna go over the whole thing, but I just wanted to bring up, you know, him going over like the performance. So the performance on this thing is not as good. So that's interesting. All right, so I want to get to if you guys got more you want to say about that, but I do want to get to this whole thing that happened with PlayStation and Xbox. They both put out statements, and their statements was both pretty confusing. So, you know what I didn't do? Let's go to Twitter. See if we find it on Twitter. You know what? I'll look it up on my phone. If any of you guys have this, let me know, and maybe you guys can find it faster than me. But there was a statement that PlayStation and Xbox made about exclusivity, and it had everybody in shambles. So let me see if I can find this real quick. PlayStation. All right, anyway. All right, PlayStation. And I was in a Discord somewhere, and I meant to copy it. All right, PlayStation exclusive. You know what? Maybe I should look it up on here. Should look it up on statements. Let me look it up on let me just Google it. PlayStation exclusive statements. Damn, why is it acting so crazy? All right, let me see. All right, so the thing is, he said like two different statements, and that had people going crazy. I just have to look it up in the Discord. Okay, wait. In a recent interview with, let me see. Wait, did he clear it up since then? Okay, let me do this. Let me go to Discord where everything lives. And because we went on and on talking about it. So let me just pull it up. If any of you guys have the article or whatever, where the hell is Cubini when I need him? Because he was going on and on about it. We were talking about it on and on. Actually, let me go into the PC chat because I think we brought it up more recent. Lately, the PC chat, everybody been just talking in the console chat. If you guys ever want to pop into Discord, feel free. Hold on, let me see. Cubini said I was cherry picking. I said he was cherry picking, and I know we were copy and pasting it. Okay. Okay, I see what he wrote. Okay, yeah, I got it both. All right. So I'll put it on the screen so you guys can see it. All right, so this is what they said. Now, the thing was the first sentence. Oh, wait, before I do that, let me get to the chat. Okay, hold up. Dodgeman said there's a chance updates can improve it, but I don't know how much it will improve. Well, I mean, they could get upscaling too, you know? All right, so this is what we were talking about. So the Cubini, this is what made it confusing. Cubini was harping on a sentence. Before the sentence I was harping on, right? So the confusion is, it says, he said, this is what I'm going by. And it says, we've always determined platform selection based on the characteristics of each title. If releasing a title on PC would maximize the gaming experience, we'll continue to consider that option. We'll consider that option. I say, oh wait, so he's saying case by case, right? We'll consider that option, right? Now, let me read it again. So we've always determined we've always determined platform selection based on characteristics of each title. If releasing a title on PC would maximize the gaming experience, we'll continue to consider that option. Now, yeah, I hear that, right? That kind of sounds like, okay, if a game seemed like it would maximize the gaming experience, then we'll put it on PC. It's like, wait, how are you maximizing the gaming experience? So I feel that's just still got to do with if a game is a multiplayer game, to maximize the experience, which would mean give it more players. But how do you maximize the experience of the gaming with Wolverine? That's a single player game, by putting it on PC. So that wouldn't mean the same thing, right? So to me, that still means they're going to do their single player tentpole games, if you will, and keep them on PlayStation. And then the games that are multiplayer, like a Helldivers 2, they would still put on PC, right? That sounds like it to me. I'll read it one more time. We've always determined platform selection based on the characteristics of each title. If releasing a title on PC would maximize the gaming experience, we'll continue to consider that option. Again, maximizing the gaming experience. How do you maximize the gaming experience with a one-player game? By putting it on another platform. You can't. But you can maximize the gaming experience of a multiplayer game by putting it on another platform, because that means more players will be playing that game. Now, if we scroll down to what I was going on about, which is the sentence After that sentence, it says our current main policy is that for single player games developed in-house, we will further refine the value of the gaming experience that PlayStation can offer. So if you put it hand in hand, if you really think about it, the words that he chooses to use, I feel like that's all talking about single player games going to PlayStation, multiplayer games may still go elsewhere. I'll read this one again. Our current main policy is that for single player games developed in-house, we will further, meaning we will continue to refine the value of the gaming experience that PlayStation can offer, meaning you would keep it on a console. So, just saying. Now, man, I don't the Xbox part, I don't even know. Let me see if I know he did put it in there at some point, but I never kept going on and on with the Xbox part. I was just bringing up the PlayStation part. Don't really care because I don't really play on Xbox like that. So I know at some point he did, but of course he just wanted to keep bringing up. I think I was already out of that realm. So I know. Let me see if I can find it on here then. So Xbox. I'm gonna put Xbox exclusivity confusion. All right, let's see. Okay, the strategy case by case and changing course. Okay, so I think it says if you are confused by Xbox's current strategy regarding exclusive games, you are definitely not alone. Over the last couple years, Microsoft has drastically shifted its approach to exclusivity multiple times. This has left fans, analysts, and everybody consumers guessing which games will actually require an Xbox to play. The core of the current Xbox exclusive confusion comes down to three main issues: shifting corporate. I don't think this is it. Hold up, let me see. Yeah, this isn't. Okay. I know they're confused because of the Xbox console exclusives. So that was one thing. So people went crazy because they said, these Gears of War is a console exclusive. So people are like, what do you mean? So that means other consoles can't get it, but PC can. But some people feel like, well, how's it exclusives? So there's that. All right. So I'm trying to go on The Verge. Now they got this thing popping up. Damn, you can't just read an article. This is wild. Welcome back to The Verge homepage. Oh my God. Because it says, yeah, I can't even read this. It pops up and say, download the trial. Yeah, no. All right, I'm not gonna go on and on. But anyway, This is how much I don't follow this stuff. I like to play video games, to be honest with you. But yeah, either way, there was a whole thing where Xbox reported that they were doing exclusives, but the way they said it, they made it sound like it wasn't exclusive, was it not exclusive? Kind of like they're not sure if they want to stick to that strategy or not. So both companies did the same thing, but I think when you're reading it, like in Discord, and you're just reading it, you're trying to respond. That's why I like talking. I like doing a podcast every week. So when we have these conversations, I could bring it up. And to verbalize something is real impactful, right? You could walk it through exactly what you mean, you know? I want to show you guys something though, and ask you, have you heard of this game? So there's a game that's supposed to be free to play. I think it comes out soon. And it actually looks pretty cool. I'm probably gonna, if the beta's still up, I'm gonna play the beta probably after the stream. But check this out. It does look pretty cool. It's supposed to be for everything. But it's called Mistfall Hunter. And got a little Elden Ring look to it, but look more like a RPG. It's multiplayer. The combat and movement looks kind of cool too. I wish Elder Scrolls Online looked this good. I just re-downloaded that and I actually made my character last night. I might try to play that again. It was a cool game. I was never into, like, I got out of like RPGs like that, but I think what's cool with Elder Scrolls is every NPC talks to you. It got so much content. You can play that game forever. And then they did update it. It does look better, but this looks like, you know, a new age type of game. Look at the graphics, but it's free and it's on everything. Now, I don't know if it's cross play, but this, I mean, look at the combat for a free game. Like kind of like when Where Winds Meet came out. The combat was really cool. You know. But I've seen some pictures of this and it looked like it's a super RPG where it's like you got a million different slots and you can do this and that. I like my games more simple, to be honest with you. This stuff drives me crazy, but it does look pretty cool. So I will be checking this out. So hopefully it's the beta is still going on and maybe I'll play it after the stream. Honestly, I think this is gonna be a pretty short stream. I don't have as much stuff to talk about. I missed that week and yeah, I don't know. But yeah, this does look cool. And it'd be cool to have another game that I could run around and play some games with people. Ring of Fate. So it's coming July 29th. Okay. It doesn't say when the beta ends. So let's get Gemini up in here. Hey Gemini. The
Hey there.
Oh, sorry. What's going on? How you doing?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Just hanging out here and ready to help with whatever's on your mind. How about you? What's going on?
I'm doing good. So question. The game Mistfall Hunter, when does the beta end?
It looks like that beta period actually wrapped up. According to the latest information, the servers for the Mistfall Hunter open beta closed on June 22nd.
Yo, yesterday. Wow. I should have played it.
It is a bummer to miss out, but on the bright side, there's some good news on the horizon. The game is actually scheduled to come to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate on July 29th, so you won't have to wait too long to dive in.
Well, that is cool. It will be on Xbox Game Pass. Isn't it a free-to-play game?
You're right about that. Mistfall Hunter is planned to be a free-to-play title. The fact that it's coming to Xbox Game Pass is a bonus that might offer some extra in-game perks or benefits to subscribers, but the core game itself won't require a purchase.
That's cool. All right, well, I appreciate it. Oh, wait. Do you know if it's going to be cross-play against all platforms?
Yes, crossplay is expected to be supported across the different platforms, so you'll be able to team up with friends regardless of whether they're on PlayStation, Xbox, or PC. Just keep in mind that while you can play together, your game progress might not sync up if you switch between different devices.
Hey, Gemini, why did you leave out the Switch 2? Will this not be on that?
I didn't mention the Switch 2 because there haven't been any announcements about Mistfall Hunter coming to that platform. The current plans for the game focus on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox Series X and S.
Why do you think a lot of games skip the Switch 2?
That often comes down to a few different factors. Developers have to balance the high-end visuals and complex gameplay of their games with the unique hardware capabilities of the Switch 2, which can require significant optimization and sometimes even scaling back features. For smaller studios, the cost of supporting another platform can also be a big consideration, especially if they're trying to reach the largest audience possible on systems with more horsepower. It really boils down to a mix of performance targets, development resources, and strategic planning for each individual project.
Sounds like what you're saying is the Switch 2 is not as powerful as an Xbox or a PlayStation.
That's a fair way to put it. Generally speaking, the Switch 2 is designed with a focus on portability and power efficiency, which means it usually doesn't reach the same raw processing power or graphical fidelity as home consoles plugged into a wall. It's all about finding that right balance between performance, battery life, and the unique experiences that make the platform special.
All right, well, thank you very much, and I'll talk to you later.
You're very welcome. Feel free to reach out anytime you have more questions or just want to chat about games. Have a great rest of your day.
You too. All right, guys, well, there you have it. I dropped the ball on that one. Should have played it yesterday, but the thing is, I always want to do a first impression, and so I missed out. I should have paid attention. Because I was up late last night playing games. So I could have easily played it last night. But anyway, that was a game I wanted to show you guys that looked pretty cool that I had my eye on. Let's see. So, I mean, I pretty much Steam Machine, Xbox Confusion. Let me see if I can find something on the Xbox Confusion. Let me see. What did Xbox say that made people confused about it having exclusive games? I'm trying to find out exactly what they said. They just keep saying exclusive, case by case. I guess that was the main thing they said. They said case by case. So at the end of the day, yeah, they said something about case by case, the way they worded it. So it's kind of like, all right, so are you like, how's it case by case, but they're supposed to be exclusives? You know what I mean? So there's that. What about the world? Like, I'm trying to think what else is going on. Wrestling has been pretty cool. I don't know. Life has been cool. Stuff has been like just leveled out. Gaming has been like, there's those games that you really like and you're looking forward to, like Wolverine. I'm super looking forward to that. Here I can pull this up. This was something cool today. We put so much stuff in the Discord, so sometimes you gotta like scroll real far to find something. But yeah, looking forward to Wolverine because of the combat and the violent. I hope like his hits feel real impactful. That'd be pretty cool. Let me see. I ended up skipping to last night. I'm trying to get to this morning. Okay, hold on. How did I pass this? Somehow it did. Oh, here we go. So here's what's cool. I will be getting this next from Gamefly, Crimson Desert. I'm looking forward to playing it because the combat looks really fun, but at the same time, the combat looks fun, but I hear that the controls are really like weird. So honestly, that kind of make me feel like, because I just, dude, whenever controls are like kind of crazy, I can't do it. Like I'm big into controls and having it feel like good, and it seems like this might be one that's off, but we'll see. I know it came out a while ago, but looking forward to getting it and seeing if I like it or not. It's not the type of game where I could picture playing and beating, because it seems like it's going to be like a too long of a game and it's just drawn out, and but we'll see. Plus, a game like that I would like to be multiplayer, so if it's super long I could play it with people and team up and do quests together. But a one player super long game, yeah, it's not really my thing. So there's that. Let me see. I've been putting some game trailers in here. Let me see what I think was pretty cool. Oh, I will say this. So I don't have a PC, but this game does look really cool, and it's going to be on PC as of right now. It's called Takeover Part 2. Man, it resembles Streets of Rage, but looks super violent. Like you got a lot of blood in it and stuff. I don't know. I just really like those violent video games. I like games that just take it to the extra level, and just looks pretty cool. But it looks like they really ripped off Streets of Rage. Now look at something like that. You got like a machine gun and stuff like that. But that whole spinning punch, the chick with the backflip, like, come on, man. Those are like moves that Axel and Blaze did in Streets of Rage. It's like, come on now. But looks cool as hell. Now look at this. This is straight out of Afterburner. That was the game. So the question is this going to be in the game? Because if this is in the game, dude, I'll sit there and play that for a bit. But yeah, that game looked cool. Let's see. I guess that's really it, man. Oh, wait. We got to talk about this. So I was being funny, and I was calling this Titanfall 3. So this is coming out. It's called Impulse, and it is made by the people who made it's a game called where you shoot the portals and you could jump through the portals and fight each other. So it feels more like that, more like a Halo than Titanfall, which feels more like a Call of Duty or a Battlefield. But yeah, this is a game that has big Titans walking around that you could get inside of. I think you could only have one Titan on from one side. But yeah, I mean, it looks kind of cool, and it gives you that Titanfall feeling. So here's my thing. I always feel like, well, if companies aren't making these games that everybody claim they love anymore, then hey, why not have a company make a game similar to a game you used to love? So here we have it, Titanfall 3. So we'll see how good that is. I know some people have been playing the early access already or the beta, and they don't think it's definitely not a Titanfall 3. But either way, I think it's something cool to have. It reminds me of Predator Hunting Grounds, where you can have that mode where we're doing PvP, and then one player team could build up they're special and that they get to use a predator, and the other person build up their thing and they get to use a predator. It's kind of cool when you think of it. All right, guys. I think for me, let me see. I've been streaming for, oh wow, I've only been streaming for 1 hour and 10 minutes. I feel like this will be the quickest stream ever. But no, 1 hour and 17 minutes. But that's all I got, man. We've been having like our debates in the Discord. But I feel like, man, we don't have meaningful stuff anymore. Like, it's more console war stuff, and it's more the back and forth just to see who is right and who is wrong. And I feel like we drag it out so far where it could have been a quick conversation. And whenever I get a chance to talk to people and it's not like in the Discord and us going back and forth, the proverbial echo chamber, when I talk to gamers outside of that and you actually hear their voice and have actual conversations and you could actually ask a good question and get a response, it's a more meaningful conversation. Like last night, me, David, Neos, and who else? It was a fourth person because we were all playing together. We were all playing Fortnite, and I guess Murder was there too. Murder was there. It was just great gaming conversations. You don't get this nonsense BS that you get in, like, you know, when you're typing, you're keyboard warrior, and somebody asks you a question and you avoid the question because it would totally poke a hole in your balloon, right? So you avoid the question and keep having your balloon floating with hot air. And it's just like meaningless, and it's the word I'm looking for. It's disingenuous. That's what it is. These conversations we have in Discord are disingenuous, but we love it. We log in every day to come back for more because it's what we do, right? We love talking gaming, and we all have our own little things we say. But I do like this better when somebody could come on, and if you had some conversation about your feelings on gaming versus mine, then let's have a verbal back and forth, because you can say, well, what do you think of this? In the Discord, what do you think of this? I just skip over it, act like you never said it. And it's like, dude, you never even answered my question. So I could follow it up. But on live, you can't do that because people listening are gonna be like, bro, you didn't answer the question. And you're gonna visually see or verbally hear you try to skip out on that question, and everybody's going to call you out on it, right? So you're going to be able to get away with the stuff you get away with in the Discord or in, you know, Twitter or wherever, where you could just write something and then act like nothing happened. So I remember the days where you would challenge somebody like, bro, come on my podcast and we're going to have it out. And they would show up and you would have a good conversation, and that would be that. Can't do that no more. Everybody wants to hide, you know? I feel like I have a lot of debates with people, or a lot of conversations. I don't want to say debates. And I feel like my logic is sound, but because people could not have to like obey to the laws of physics, meaning is up and down is down, and they could just go all around and say whatever and skip out on facts or logic, you know, or points. It's always these long, drawn-out conversations that would have easily ended if two people were actually talking. So maybe in a Discord, we need to say, hey, let's go into VC, the voice chat, and let's chat it up. And, you know, those conversations probably end really quickly. Or you'll just hear like a grown man ignoring you. Well, I know you asked me, but I'm not going to answer that. Yeah, that'd be kind of silly. But, yeah, I mean, there you have it. I think the biggest thing in gaming right now is the Steam machine. It's something that's been talked about for a while, and now it's out, and the world kind of wants to talk about these prices. So I already talked about the prices. Man, I see they keep adding characters to Invincible Versus, and I played the beta, and it was a cool game. But I didn't know anything about it. Now I'm a big fan of Invincible and getting through the final season, and so I can't wait to finish it so I could actually watch some of these trailers and stuff. But man, there's a lot of trailers, and I'm just scrolling through. Also, I got a lot of content coming. I had a blast making some videos with my daughters, and we were like laughing, joking, and kind of like doing lip sync battles and stuff like that. It was great. It was great. Yo, CMG, what is going on? CMG, how are you? And what games have you been playing recently? Recently, I've been playing, I just beat 007 First Light, which was really good. If you like James Bond, that's like the perfect game. You're driving in cars, you're all smashing through things, you're running around, you're using gadgets, flashing and blinding people, shooting people with darts that make them have to go to the bathroom. You could sneak around, or you could run straight up and just start punching people. You got like a counter, you could dodge out the way when somebody try to rush you. Somebody could throw a punch, you could parry it and punch them back. Like, it is really good. Graphically, is not the greatest looking game. It's a good looking game, just not the greatest looking game. By, you know, if you're thinking of something like Resident Evil Requiem or something like that. My issue was, I think the controls is good. You could change them also, but I guess I wanted the combat. The combat is good. Like, if you watch somebody play it, you'd be like, the combat looks good. I just feel like one button is the striking and one button is grabbing people, and that's kind of like it. One button is dodging tackles and one button is countering. I feel like you should have just made the countering and dodging the same thing. You should have gave them an extra strike button. You know, maybe a punch and a kick, so to feel more like, you know. But other than that, I thought it was a really good game. Been on Indiana Jones and The Great Circle on the Switch. That is cool. I never had interest in that game because I felt it should have been third person, but it looks really cool. It also looks like a movie game, which I like. Yeah, but I think it would be cool if it was third person. Then again, it'd probably been just another Tomb Raider or Uncharted. But it looked like they did a great job, though, to be honest. All right. What else? So every Wednesday for We Wrestle Wednesdays, I play the WWE game. What else? I pop in Fortnite every now and then. Fortnite is my guilty pleasure. I like to pop on Fortnite and play the Blitz mode, which is like a shorter match, which is like no more than 10 minutes. You get in, you get out, and it's just a blast. It's just really, really fun. I was trying to play a bunch of games yesterday. I was turning on. Hey, look at my thing is like all types of lopsided. What is going on? I'm looking like, why is it that lopsided? I bet if I had a level, it'd be so off. What is off? Is my table off? Yeah, that was bothering me. I was just looking like, wow. It's like a crazy slant. What else? I'll also I'll put the link for anybody to join. I'm kind of winding down, but if anybody want to join the show, feel free. I was up really late gaming. I was playing some Ark Raiders, playing Fortnite. I jumped into what was it? I jumped into Hunt Showdown. That is the game I really do want to play with some people. I played a bunch of stuff. It was a lot of fun. I was just popping through games last night. And I should have played Mistfall. Now it doesn't come out for a whole month. What else? Okay. All right. I apologize, guys. I'm literally like, I was so busy. Like, went out of town for my anniversary, came back. My daughter surprised me with a surprise visit, and I was just like going out every day, beaches, the pool. Like, it was such a great time, and I'm like, even though in the Discord we go on and on with conversations, but I'm kind of like, what is really that meaningful to bring up? Let me see if I can bring you guys another. So I'll bring you another trailer. Put in a bunch of trailers, but I want to find like a really good one. They got Jason that came to Dead by Daylight on the 16th. That was something that happened. They got a new Mega Man game coming out. They got this little boxing game. They got Kenshiro coming to King of Fighters. Space Dragons. Let's see. Let's see what I want to bring up. They got they got Devil May Cry going to the Switch. So that's kind of cool. Let me see. So we already talked about that Steam machine. Let's see. I'm trying to see what else. Guess somebody was comparing the Steam machine to the Xbox One. So let's take a look at that. So OS Steam OS. So the operating system Steam OS. Xbox CPU is the AMD Zen 4. AMD Zen 2. CPU is the AMD RDNA 3. AMD RDNA 2. RAM is 16 gigabytes DDR5. Xbox got 16 gigabytes GDDR6. ROM is 512 gigabytes. Xbox is 1 terabyte. Display is DisplayPort 1.4, HDMI 2.0. The Xbox is HDMI 2.1. Let's see, priced $14.49, $6.49. So I mean, there is a difference. You know, people can't say it isn't. It looked like you are paying more for kind of some lesser specs. You should try Final Fantasy Crisis Core Cowboy Gamefly. Final Fantasy Crisis Core. Which one? You know what looks good? What looks good is that Final Fantasy Resurgence. That might be up my alley. What the hell is Final Fantasy Crisis Core? Are you talking about something from 4 years ago? The hell? Final Fantasy Crisis Core. Oh, wait. Is that, no, the new one isn't called that. Here, let me try to find a trailer. Which game is that? Crisis Core. Here, let's check it out. Let's check it out. Yeah, I don't think. I think if anything, I'll play Final Fantasy VII. It says like Final Fantasy VII. I just want my Final Fantasy to be the way it's supposed to be. Not the way it's supposed to be, but way it originally was. I mean, it looks cool, Dodge Man, but my second favorite all-time role-playing game was Final Fantasy VII, and now they had the remake, and I'm not that into the remake. So I tried. I played hours of it too. I just need to jump back on it. This looked just like it, but its own little version. Nah, Dodge Man. What else? Yeah, Crisis Core. Nope. No interest in that one. Let me see. So they was talking about a whole bunch of let me see. Vet said, as usual, it's up to PlayStation to save gaming. Sav was like, what? Yeah, I'm trying to see what's a big deal. Call of Duty showed a new update, a new trailer. I like that Call of Duty is like, we ain't going nowhere. Let's check it out. I did share it, but didn't really watch it. Game engine footage. Call of Duty Black Ops 7 Zombies. Damn, they got lava. Oh, this looks crazy. The hell, they got like ghost soldiers. Yeah, look wow. Look crazy. Chaotic for sure. That Call of Duty went to a little third-person mode where you swing the sword around. Yeah, that's wow. Last. This looks kind of cool. All hell is breaking loose. June 25th. It's my nephew's birthday. He said, shaking my head, you're missing out. Yeah, man, I gotta play and beat the Final Fantasy first before I play Crisis Core. Crisis Core, that's a remake also. They had a Crisis Core way back in the day. Let's see what else. Let me see what time it is. All right. Trying to see if I can push this at least to 2 hours. Make it a 2-hour stream. I want to leave people too early. I was up late though, man. I feel like I need a nap. Not for nothing. You know what? Let me check out some of the stuff. So I know my guy Reaver the Beaver been putting in some stuff. So here, let's check out some of his stuff he's been putting in. Didn't mean to do that. All right, so let's share this. All right, so he put up last week the EU met with gaming executives behind closed doors. EU killed stop gaming. Hold up, today EU killed stop killing games. Damn. The EU says it cannot propose a legal obligation requiring publishers to keep games playable after they've stopped being sold commercially. It's a big club and you're not in it. Honestly, I mean, if I was a publisher, I don't want to get stuck keeping my games going on and on and on forever. Like if I design something to be free to play, or I design something to be multiplayer only, I don't want to have to be forced to make a single player mode, especially if I didn't get that much support for my game, that we didn't have enough money to make, to like, say I always planned it to be an online only game, and it comes out and it's doing good, and then people fall off because they're human and they want to play other games, right? And then all of a sudden my game is just not that popular. I do not want to be forced to then spend more money and have my developers create a only offline mode. No, my game stopped getting supported. People stop buying it. I can't make money on it no more. People stop playing. I'm shutting it down. And it is what it is. You know, I feel like I got the curse. I'm a fan of so many games that got shut down. So let's start. Anthem. Loved that game. It was the game that finally took me away from Destiny. Then that shut down. Jumped on Marvel Avengers. Loved that game. It shut down. I also was a big fan of Friday the 13th. It shut down, right? And we're talking about, you know, Friday the 13th, they eventually shut down the servers. So now you can't play online at all. Anthem, they shut down the servers. You can't play online at all. Avengers, you still could play online. So that's cool for now. I was into High Guard, not super into High Guard, but it was fun playing maybe once a week, getting on every now and then. Me and Neos was get on, and they shut that down. It's gone, right? It wasn't out for that long. And Destiny now got the boot, right? Where Destiny is about to shut down. Well, let me say this. They're no longer doing updates. They've said they plan on leaving the servers up for a while. So who knows when the servers will go down. But, dude, that happens. And, like, these developers, I feel like they shouldn't be obligated to make an offline version of the game because their game was intended to be online only. And if they don't make that much revenue, or they just like, we don't want to do that because that wasn't our intentions. It's like some people make online games. Some people make single player games. Some people make just these co-op multiplayer games, live service games, but you shouldn't be forced to make a version of a game. Now, yes, you might have paid for a game and bought it. Cool. But who said you're supposed to play that game forever? You're an adult. So if you know that game was live service, then you know it's potential that if people don't support it that well, if people talk trash and say it's trash and it's garbage and they don't want to play it and people should stop playing it and it's the killer and the new killer came out and killed that game. Unfortunately, the game stopped making money. Guess what? The developers got to stop working on that game. That's just the way it goes. So I wouldn't be too mad if that happened, you know, to a game that I was into, because that has happened to a game that I was into. So it is what it is. But thank him for bringing up that point. Let me see what else he put in. Okay. So give me a moment. Let me take this out. Let's share his other story. Thank you, Reaver, for bringing up some other stories as well. All right, so Sony to lay off half of Bungie. The French journalist who called the Xbox layoffs is now saying that Bungie will be half due to poor performance of Marathon. The studio is approximately 800 people. That would whittle the team size down to 400. Man, you know what? It sucks when people lose their jobs, but that's nothing special. That's nothing unheard of. Unfortunately, that's what happens. People lose their jobs. People get let go. People get fired. People get laid off. People get injured and can't work. Things happen. And, unfortunately, Marathon, if Bungie said they're no longer doing Destiny, and Marathon just doesn't seem like it's the star game, right? Then what else are they going to do, right? They're going to, unfortunately, pull the plug on Marathon. And if they can't pull the plug on Marathon because they still want to support it, how do you get extra revenue? Guys, you go to payroll. Payroll means people who are being paid. You get rid of salaries because all those salaries you get to keep in your pocket. So imagine if there's 800 people on a team, and if they cut it in half, right? Man, that's a lot of money they're keeping in their pocket. Now, unfortunately, that means there's a lot of people who's not going to be working on that game either. So whatever plans they had on that game could dramatically slow down, in turn making people be even more pissed about that game and making that game decline even more. But maybe they feel like, look, we need to keep some money. We're losing too much money on this game, and it's not doing well. So instead of lose more money, why not just cut half the team, save the money, and get that other half to y'all got to get to work. So it's kind of crazy when you think of it, all the different avenues. But it is what it is. Now, thank you guys for rocking with me. We got 9 people watching, dropped to 8. It's been fluctuating between 8, 9, 10. And it's funny because I said I was going to shut the show down a little early, but you guys still popping in. Let's see. So I appreciate Reaver for bringing that up. Let's see. Okay, that was on Twitter. All right, let's see what else. I got to give Reaver credit. He's been putting stuff in there. Here, let's check this out from Vet. Let's see this one. All right, so this says 1X. So 1X Player has officially announced the 1X Player 3, a premium Windows gaming handheld powered by Intel's new Arc G3 Extreme chip. Intel Arc G3 Extreme processor, 8.8-inch, 140 hertz AMOLED display, HDR and variable refresh rate, VRR support, 85 WH battery, detachable controllers with with Hall effect sticks. So that means they can't get stick drift. USB 4 and USB A ports. Micro. It's funny that they don't say USB C or USB 1. So USB 4, USB A. So it's funny, but so micro SD card slot and mini SSD expansion, 3.5 millimeter headphone jacks, bonus accessories for early buyers, including a magnetic keyboard controller, connector for carrying bags, pricing at 24 gigabytes RAM plus 512 gigabyte storage at $1,399. 24 gigabyte RAM plus 1 terabyte storage is $1,499, and 32 gigabytes of RAM plus 1 terabyte storage is $1,699. The top model includes faster LPDDR5X-8533 memory for better graphics performance. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That is wild. But so when we talk about the Steam Machine, we got things like this coming out, and I know somebody's gonna buy it. You know, that's what people do. We buy things. Dodgeman. Oh, you said I'm missing out. Yo, Neos in the building. What's up, Neos? Yo, Mr. Urban World in the building. Says Steam Machine is ruined to be the equivalent. Steam Machine is rumored to be the equivalent of a RTX 4060, and you can get those for $300 ish range. A PC with one for around 600 ish. That's crazy, man. The Steam Machine is costing that much, but it is what it is. Some people may buy it. You know, there's some people who has a lesser PC and they probably been thinking about upgrading, and all they do is play video games. Maybe they don't go online and do all this other stuff, which I think you're still gonna be able to do that anyway with Steam Machine. And so they just want to get right in and out of gaming. Bam, Steam Machine works perfect for them. Remember, TPG was like he wanted to buy a 1080 60 machine, and that was it. There you have it. Is my warning still active even here? Yes, your warning is active here. You better stop running people out of the Discord. I'm talking to you, Neos. Hold on, let me put this on so he understand the words coming out of my mouth. Yes, your warning is still active. You better stop running people out of the Discord, Neos. Next time you do it, you will be fined. And now your mama knows. Oh, man. Oh, guys, it's fun to have fun. It's fun to have fun. Urban, thanks for popping in, though, and happy belated birthday. It was Urban's birthday on Father's Day, so that was really cool, man. Known you for so long now. We lost a lot of people in that Discord. I think we lost people and we gained people over the years. You know, it is what it is. I think what's cool is there are people that I know that's like, hey, you know, I'm not in with so much of the console war stuff, but I know how to get my real people. Like my guy Murder, he pops in and out. So he left he left the Discord the other day. But guess what? We were just gaming up last night, and we'll be gaming up tomorrow for We Wrestle Wednesdays. So you know, my guy Obi Rose, when I had that whole 18 plus thing, he had the thing where his iPhone wouldn't let him to come back in, said he was blocked, and so he just recently left the Discord as well. But I talk to him all the time, so it is what it is. You know, people have the choice to leave the Discord if they want. People have the choice to ignore people. People have the choice to put their notifications on mute. So it is what it is. What I like to offer people is freedom. You can choose to come to this Discord and be yourself and say whatever it is you want. Now, there's a lot of people in the Discord, and you may get backlash depending on if they like what you said or not. That's on you. But, you know, I think that's as fair as it could be. So, it was a rainy day on my B-Day. It was a rainy day today, so much so that the stream was acting up earlier. It was really like cutting up for people. But man, your birthday for me was great. It was one of the best Father's Day. We went to the beach. We had a great meal. We came home, was being silly, limp sick battles and everything. So I'm put some of those videos up as well. It was a ball of a time. Had a lot of fun with my daughters being here. That was pretty cool. Obi used to text me because we were learning Spanish. Yeah, how's your Spanish going anyway, Urban? And I text Obi all the time. I was talking to him yesterday. Let me see. Urban said, I'm heading to the Mall of America next month. Excited to see it, even though it's super late. So that is the mall in Minnesota, correct? The biggest mall in the world. So what is the mall in New Jersey called? The really big one they built. That mall is huge. Also picking up the dumbbell accessory I showed you where you turned it into a weight bar. That is actually cool, Urban. I did like that. That was really cool. I am enjoying my I need to make a review on it. I had a thing where I was making it, reviewing, or I was part of my review was gonna be me building it, and then they end up leaving out a box, and it took so long for them to get this box back to me. But I do love it. I use it a lot, and it's cool that it's in my office, so I walk in a lot and just do some stuff on it. Matter of fact, speaking of that, let me do some curls real quick. It's really cool and been helping me with my games. Even when I took off a month because I hurt my arms. But just to be able to get in and do some stuff. So I got this on light. This is my lighter amount, which is my lighter amount. I do my triceps. I do my stomach. And I think that's it. My heavy, I do everything else. But since I usually just jump up and do that. But since it's behind me, I won't worry about it. But yeah, man, I've been getting some good gains, even though I took that month off when I hurt my arm. My arm is feeling really good. Like I feel it teeny little pinch. So it's definitely getting better. But look at your boy, Urban. Coming for Lenny Kravitz, man. Coming for his title. You know? Now, I really got to lean up if I want to get on that title. But I definitely been getting some size. You know? My chest looks better than it ever did. Not ever did, but it looks really good since I moved to Florida. So, pretty happy. Let me see. Oh, the one in Jersey is the second biggest mall in the U.S. Damn, I didn't realize it was second biggest now. It is giant. Remember the time you told me I should check out the 3D place inside of there? I had nothing to do that day. I literally jumped in the car, drove an hour plus, went to that mall just to check out the 3D games, and I made a video of it. I made the most request videos for my guy, Urban. You got the Popeye spinach arms. Oh, man. Now, it's just been good trying to, stay in shape. Dude, I'm 50 years old now. It's crazy when I think about I'm 50. Really? I turned 50. And so it's just been good just, keeping in shape. Trying to do my thing. I would love to get my abs back. That would be nice. I really want to, not eat as much. I think that's my problem. I overeat. But it's hard because my wife is usually always more hungry than me. And sometimes I would just not eat. I can feel my body when I shouldn't eat. I just know it. There's times where I'm like, my body, I already feel kind of full. I should wait till I'm actually hungry. But I don't know, our bodies are off. And she's more hungry than me a lot of times. And so I'm just like, all right, you ready to eat? I'll eat. But I probably should just be like, don't do it. But it is what it is. Yeah, man, that was a cool video. I had another video where I played a Star Wars game in 3D. I never did make that video. I need to look that up. But I went to Dave & Buster's, and remember I told you I played 3D. I didn't want you to know, but I had played a Star Wars game, and Sandy recorded me with the headphone with the headset on, and me swinging the sword and fighting Darth Vader and all of that. It was pretty cool. But I never made the video. 7D gaming video, cookie cake video. You've done a lot. Yeah, man. And it's been a blast. Remember, I just went the other day and seen one of those cakes. So I thought of you instantly and took a picture and sent it to you. The burger cakes. They shape like a burger. That Thigh Master shake weight combo is working for you. Glad to hear. You know what? Murder. It's punks like you that jump up to get beat down. Okay? Oh, man. If you got friends like murders, you don't need enemies. All right? All right, let me see. All right, guys, I think I'm really going to get off. I'm mad that game ended, the Mist Fall. I really thought I was going to be playing that today. I can't believe it ended yesterday. That's crazy. But, yeah, I think I'm going to get off. And, nice little stream, 2 hours. By the time my intro ends, it'll be 2 hours. And then later on, Neos will be playing some games. I think he's going to play some competitive Marvel Rivals, which I won't be a part of because I'll bring the property value down to that. But when he plays some Fortnite, I will be jumping on that. And I was up really late. Maybe I'll take a little nap or watch an episode of Invincible or something like that. But yeah, I can't wait to rock out tonight with the guys. I mean, we was on super late last night. It was really cool. Neil said, Murder, you down for Rivals tonight? Hey, Murder, listen, if Murder could play Rivals, I could play Rivals. I know damn sure he ain't helping you play competitive. That bum. Said we need another Daisy and Duke stream. Dude, that would be crazy. You know what's crazy with that, Urban? So many new people that watch the channel has never seen that. And they will be like, what the hell is this? They wouldn't get it. And it would be really strange to them, you know, if I did that. They would be like, what is this? It would catch them left field. That's for sure. Oh, also, you know what? Lala just told me Happy Father's Day. We still talk. Question, Urban, how is From? Oh, you just mentioned it. Wow. From last episode airs this Sunday. Dude, and House of Dragons just started. They got the first episode out. So I'm probably going to start watching that. I was going to cancel my HBO. Now I can keep it longer. But yeah, Urban, how is From? Don't ruin anything. No spoilers, but how are you liking it? LOL, yeah, I just jumped, but in what up, Cowboy, and chat. Neos, yeah, I can run it if you want. I don't know about rank, though. See, I told you. Said, nope, I may not run competitive tonight. Oh, this bum. Look, he's scared now. So I'm starting it at 8 p.m. Cool. So you know what? I'm going to end my stream. I'm going to, like, just relax for a little bit. And then, you know me, I'm trying to game up. Did you catch up with? Yeah, I watched. So, Urban, I watched all the boys. I didn't even need to catch up with it. I was watching it every week. So I finished that. And then I went right into Invincible, which is, if you're not watching Invincible, Urban, and you know me, I was the biggest trash talker about cartoons, animes, or cartoons. Man, Invincible is pretty much, it'll give you that boys fix. If you were like, oh no, they canceled Gen V and the boys ended, what will I ever do? Just go right into Invincible. And it will give you that fix. Man, oh man. I'm solo and competitive by myself. Okay, yeah. You're trash anyway. So, anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys. All these people sticking around. I didn't really have that many topics, but you guys are just amazing people, and I appreciate you so much. And with that being said, I'm gonna get out of here, and I will be back later on Neo stream so I could play some games with the guys. Let me see. I finished Invincibles. I'm a fan. Oh, Urban, we gotta talk, man. Neo said, "Shut the f up." Neo, why are you so violent, man? You got to calm down that temper of yours, man. You stop running people out of the Discord. So with that being said, guys, thanks for watching. Oh wait, hold up. 50 Trey said, I'll have to check out Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I was talking smack, and people told me about Invincible years ago. I'm like, you know, I ain't watching this garbage. And I played the fighting game and thought it was dope. I just didn't know any characters. So I was like, I mean, this is a fun game, but I don't get the characters and all that. It's weird. All I say is watch it. Watch the first episode, and you'll probably be like, oh, snap, this is pretty good. And it gets so good. And it just keeps getting better and better as the season goes on. It's really good. But with that being said, guys, remember, I'm the Cowboy King of Entertainment. This video is epic because you guys are epic. And another thing, that I'm epic. And also, because I'm a cowboy. Oh, man. And I am my bells. Hold up. Wait a minute. Urban said it's crazy. Urban said short series like 6 episodes, but you and Daisy will be hooked. Wait, what? What's a short and 6 episodes, but we'll be hooked on, Urban? I thought we was talking about Invincible. And you mentioned, I didn't see you mention anything else besides it's crazy. So I must have missed something. You must have said another show that I didn't catch. Oh, Karma. Okay, yeah, I didn't see that coming yet. Karma. It's on Netflix. Okay, is it English dubbed? Because you've been watching some of the non-English dubbed stuff. I personally don't want to read it. I just want to get right into it. I don't mind English dub is getting so much better. Now so it's a mini series, and how many seasons is it? Also, I want to get into Game of Thrones. Invincible, I think we're like on the 4th episode of season 4. So that's going to be done soon. I still need to watch Spartacus. I still need to watch Monarch as well. So I still got some other shows to watch. But that's going to cost me money to get there. So I'm not going to pay for another streaming service until I'm finished. Probably either I'm going to cancel HBO now, and then I'll get Showtime so I can see Spartacus, or I'll get Apple so I can see Monarch. Or I'm just going to keep HBO and just watch Game of Thrones each week. And then when it's over in 2 months or whatever, then I'll cancel it and jump. All right, so English dub, but crazy. Okay. Trust me. Just 1 season, 6 episodes. That sounds up. That sounds like my liking, Urban. That sounds like my liking. Oh, hold on. Let me see what you said. All right. So he said, man, you need my box. $100 set you up for the whole year. Everything in one. Urban, I'm scared, bro. This is what I'm scared about. Well, 120 shipping. I don't mind paying that money, but I'm afraid I'll get your box. Either A, you're going to be spying on me through the box, or either B, like I live in Florida. You can't even watch porn without the thing popping up on your screen saying you can't watch that in your state. So I feel like I'll get your box and I'll get like in trouble or something because I live in Florida and they're like cracked down on stuff. So I don't know, man. I don't know. That's my fears. If that makes sense to you. Because Florida's a little wild. See how I'm always trying to end the stream? And you guys, I just love these conversations, man. We could go on and talk about whatever. I love it. Okay, so nope, my family in Florida use it too. Trust me, I got you. You know what, man? You've been telling me about this thing forever. And I think I might just get one. Now, you did say you got me and your family live in Florida, but you also didn't say you're not going to be watching me, spying me through this thing and collecting my data and trying to send me infomercials or try to have me buying stuff. There's a little black box from Walmart with a single app. So it's pretty much like the Fire Stick when everybody used to use Kodi. It's pretty much like that. This Fire Stick costs less than $100. And I know I'm sure I can still download Kodi. I want people to come back, not run away. I got you. So then what is it? How much does it cost each year? So if the first year is $100, you get the box and it has everything. Is that just for the first year? Because you said you want people to come back, or do you mean you want referrals? How does that work? I need something more to drink. Went to Crystal's today for dinner. Had 4 of the sliders with cheese. I bought onion rings too, but the sliders with cheese got me full. So this is what I want. I want to get full without eating as much stuff so I can shrink my stomach. This week I said, man, I'm not going to go out and eat like crazy because we spent so much money from our anniversary trip to my daughter's coming to visit that I'm broke. And I get paid this Friday. So I'm like, I don't want to spend any more money. Plus, my car insurance was on Father's Day, which is $1,203. So yes, I got a convertible Camaro that's also is red and 2023 with fully loaded. So, but that's $1,200 for 6 months. So I don't think it's that bad. All right, Urban said, the way this is set up looks like Netflix, but with every streaming service in one. And each year you just pay an annual fee of $85. $85. I gotta let that sink in my brain, which is the equivalent of around $7.08 per month. I get it. So I pay right now $20 a month for. I pay $20 a month for They had a deal: HBO, Disney, and Hulu. All three for $20 a month. So if I would have paid, 20 times 12. Yeah, so just for that, and that's not including Netflix. I'll pay for that as well. I pay for Prime as well. Well, Prime don't count because I pay for the Prime, to have the stuff being delivered faster, and that's just included. So I think the only things I pay for is Netflix and the HBO, Hulu, and thing. I feel like I really don't pay that much for streaming services because I wait on one till I'm finished watching shows on one, and I cancel it and I get the next one. So I feel like I'm not paying that much every year, but that would help. Now, is this thing like I could count on it? Like, could I say, you know what? I could literally cancel, even though I had Netflix for a million years. Like, could I literally cancel Netflix and be like, I don't need Netflix? You're paying over $300 per year for all of those. Yeah. Well, remember, Hulu, HBO, and Disney are all included. But those are the things, for $20, right? But I was only going to use those and then eventually just stop using it once I finished watching, shows on HBO. Like I got to watch Euphoria. I just watched The Mummy the other day with Tom Cruise because I fell asleep on that years ago. Man, I wish so I'm not in Plex anymore. So my friend had a Plex server that had like everything, and they keep getting everything. So, all right, my friend had a friend who had it. So he added me to that server. So I was always able to get all this stuff, shows, movies. And then one day I wasn't on there. This is like a month ago. So I hit him up and he said, yeah, he hadn't talked to that guy in years. He tried to contact him. He gets no response. So either that guy took his server off or stopped giving that guy, my friend, access. So there you have it. But, all right, let me see. So this has all of the streaming services plus movies from theaters before they hit the streaming service. You know what's crazy? There are movies that I love going to the movies. I don't think I'll ever stop that. But I guess it'd be tempting to see a movie that's coming out in the movies. And well, you're not saying it come on the streaming service before the movies. You're just saying it comes on that service before it comes on the streaming service. So, yep, you can count on it. And if you don't want to pay for a year, you just buy the box from Walmart and can pay me $20 for the first month to test it out. Oh, wait a minute. So I can just buy the box myself. How much does the box cost? He said, like, I'm that confident. I mean, you've been telling me about it for years. I just don't know if this is how you get my address, and then people are like swing through my window late at night and like SWAT to come down and like steal my Transformer collection or something. So yeah, how much does this thing cost from Walmart? And if I did buy it from Walmart, how are you able to put the update on it? Like, do I have to mail it out to you and you mail it back? What are we talking about here? Also, we could talk about this in Discord as well. You can give me more details. You're reading my mind. So they used to be $20 at Walmart, but due to tech price hikes, they are $40 now. unless you can find the OG on Xbox. I'll send you the link in Discord tonight. Let me see. I'll message you in Discord. It's simple. Okay, sounds like a plan. All right. Well, with that being said, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Urban, we'll definitely talk about this tonight. I am pretty interested now, to be honest with you. But guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate you. See you in the next one. Remember, tomorrow is We Wrestle Wednesdays. That's gonna be cool. The wrestling league I've been doing for damn near 4 years with the guys. It's a lot of fun. Also, I put out my 11th year wedding anniversary. You guys gotta watch it because my one phone is broken. Where's my phone? Let me show you guys. My one phone got broke because some guy, he threw a ball. So literally, you see it happen in my video. You see somebody throw a ball, he catches the ball, and he literally turns. I don't know if he did this on purpose or not, but he turns and looks at me and tosses the ball, and I'm recording like this, right? And the ball just smacks the phone out my hand. You watch it go in the water. I grab it, pull it up, and it's still recording, right? So, and I still record. So when I leave the beach, I get back to the hotel. I go to turn it off. I turn it off, and I go to turn it back on so I can put the videos from this phone to my expensive phone, because I take this when I go to the beach. Because I'm like, I'm around water. I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to use my $3,000 phone on the beach. Like, yes, it's water resistance, but I'm not taking any chances. So anyway, you literally see it happen. You see the ball fly and smack my hand, smack this. So what I found out is when you turn it on, it died because it can't shut off. What happens is turn on and it keeps saying like D2 or something like that. And it's telling you to hold down the power button and hold down the volume button so it could go into the reset mode. But it doesn't work because what I found out is when I got it on, I asked Gemini, what could I do? And Gemini said, you can let it die, it's an all white screen. And then some letters, it literally says, hold down the power button at the same time for 7 seconds with the volume button, but it just doesn't work. So Gemini said, let it die and then plug it up to a computer, and the computer should be able to get it to get out of that mode. So it did work. And I was like, okay, I just won't let it shut off. Like I even made an appointment, but using my insurance, right? But then I got it to work and I was canceled my appointment. So I didn't think of, well, what happens if I ever turn it off and turn it back on? So what happened was it was fine. But then I got an update and I went to update it, and I'm thinking the update has to turn the phone off and turn back on, and then it went back in that mode where the screen is all white. Here, as we're talking, I'm gonna literally put it on the charger. I have the wireless charger. I'm gonna put it on there, and as soon as I get enough juice, the screen turns on, but it's all white. When you open it up, it's all white. Here's doing it now, and it just stuck in that mode. So I tried to use the computer the other day, and it won't work. So look, it's all stuck in. It died. But yeah, it'll be on like that, all white. You open it up, it's all white. You can't see it on this small screen, but on the big screen, you open up and it says something like D2, hold down power button and hold down volume, hold down power button and volume rocker down for a reset or something. And here, let me actually read what it says. And yeah, so my phone is like screwed. But anyway, what I found out was the volume rocker down is stuck. So when I got it to turn on, I went to listen to Purple Haze's thing when I was in the shower, her stream, and my phone, the volume kept going down. I'm like, what the hell? So I push it up, the volume go down. Push it up, the volume goes down. So what it pretty much is it's stuck on volume down. So I need to now I really need to take it to the shop because it's not working. And now I can't get the computer to get it back on either. Okay, let's see. All right, later, Urban. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. But yeah, you gotta watch the video. You literally see the ball flies, and I'm holding it, and it bam smacks this thing right out of my hands. So that was crazy. And I was like, I'm always cool about a lot of stuff. And, I wasn't pissed or anything. I thought it was just funny. And I didn't realize till a couple hours later, I go turn my phone on, my phone was ruined. But if I could get it back on, that'd be cool. All right, so see it? It's just all white, and it says reboot device, D2J, volume down, power key for 2 seconds. So volume down plus power key for 2 seconds. Let's do it live. So turns off. Actually, I think it just died. It usually don't turn off that fast. So I really think, because I'm just charging it on the here. I'm just charging it on the wireless charger. The wireless charger is pretty weak. I didn't even think this has enough juice to get it back on, because for whatever reason. Oh, look, there it is. All right, so I'm holding it down. All right, turn it off. But again, I don't think the button down is working, because it's like just holding it down, holding it down, holding it down. See, and it just comes back on. So now there's a thing that says hold the power button down and hold the volume rocker up. And I'm going to try that. But that never worked. Whereas the down one did end up working. So let's see. See? It just comes back on. It's just a bright screen, and it never turns off. It's just going to stay on until it dies. Like there's no way to turn it off and keep it off. So that was crazy. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. You guys are epic, as usual. I play a little video for you as I get out of here. I want to play you a certain video, but you know what? I'm not going to do it. So with that being said, good night, your mama knows. Oh, man.
This video is going to be epic. Thanks for watching, everybody.
I'll make you famous.
Because I'm a cowboy! Oh, man. And now, your mama knows.
Bruce, unleash the baby god dragon!